Hello, my name is Tony Spruce, and welcome to the second part of our Christmas special. As you surely can guess, if you look at the dwindling durability of my axe, I've been quite busy in between episodes, gathering massive amounts of wood, more wood than I thought I would ever need. But these houses are kind of expensive, and I hope that I have finally enough to last me for this whole village. And speaking of this winter wonderland village, well, so far we have one house and one stable. That is just a fraction of what we want to do. So it's going to be quite a busy episode. But since we already built this house together last episode, in all its glory and with all its detail, and the other houses will be, stylistically speaking at least, very similar to this one, I don't think I have to walk you once again through the build process, but rather turn the remaining buildings in a time-lapse. So, get yourself a cup of hot chocolate, maybe a few cookies, lean back, and enjoy the build process. And now we're done. It took quite a bit of time to finish all these buildings. Let me quickly show you around. Now we started off with this bigger building with a tall tower. It's kind of the centerpiece of the whole village. And instead of red and white pillars, we have blue and white pillars here. Then we continued with 2 smaller huts. One down here and the other up there. They are very similar to our first hut, just with the roof being a little bit shorter and all of the houses in general being a tiny bit smaller. We put candy canes all around, have a few crop fields, put bushes and trees to decorate it, and then we have the final house up here on the little hill, which also has the blue and white colored columns, but otherwise is pretty much an exact copy of the first house in terms of shape and size. And apparently we also now got a llama friend. We had a visit by a wandering trader, and you know how they are. They definitely don't know how to take care of their animals. So that one is with us now. I don't know where the other one went. I also have no leads. They must have despawned by the time I realized the llama was loose. So I can imagine getting that fella in that pen was quite a substantial job. But the wandering trader wasn't the only visitor. You won't believe how many pillager patrols we had. At a certain point I just began to ignore them. It's just horrible. They spawn everywhere and always, and there are probably still some wandering around somewhere. Yeah. Oh, I don't have my spyglass with me. Hold on a sec. And these dudes down here, they just don't want to despawn. All the other patrols came and went. But these 2 guys are still hanging in there. I mean, he's walking for hours and hours without end. But what do you think of my little village? Now the only major thing missing, of course, is the Christmas tree. I mean, technically we have one. It's just not very Christmassy or tree-like at all. But before we attend to that matter, we have another issue to solve. As you can see, our stable has 2 pens, but we only have 1 animal. So we need a horse. I would say that we finally go on the journey and try to find one. I mean, there's a big forest over... Hi, guy. There's a big forest over here. Maybe there are plains close by? Oh, there's another llama. And we'll find a horse somewhere there? I just hope that whole journey doesn't take too long. So, without any further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? Now the big question is how to get down there. And how to get back up here later on. Yes, we'll find out. Oh, and there actually is a bee's nest. So we have to remember that place and come back here eventually. Hopefully the bees are even still there. I don't see or hear anything. Okay, there's a bee in the ocean. Oh dear, why? Do I have a flower with me? Maybe we should quickly go and pick one. Hi doggus. How you doing? I'm searching for a horse. Have you found one? Oh, and there is... Is that a shipwreck or is that a tower? I think these are underwater ruins. Oh yes, sure. Okay, we have to come back to this also. But on another matter, I see coal. Why do I come here to take coal, you might ask? Well, that means I don't have to go back up to get coal to make a campfire to take the bee's nest. Sounds like a plan, doesn't it? Even though I have silk touch, you still need the campfire, don't you? Okay, there's one bee. I think that was the one we saw earlier. Now we have to get it over here safely. You won't drown, right? You're a smart bee. Okay, where was the nest? Bee, come here. Yeah. I didn't get the advancement, so that means... I mean, there could technically be 2 bees in there, right? The advancement needs, I think, 3. Or is it just 2 for the advancement? Anyway, there's probably just 1 bee in it. But that's not even what we are looking for, is it? We are looking for a horse. But here's just the... Oh, there's another beehive. Maybe we get lucky here. I mean, there's at least 1 in there. So we just take the hive, I suppose. Yeah, I think the sounds definitely mean there is at least 1 bee in there. So that means we have now at least 2. 2 bees, 2 hives. I won't mind. But all that aside, I think we have to go on a little boat trip. Because if I remember correctly from last episode, from our ocean adventure, there was a plains biome easily accessible by sea, and there was at least a donkey. I mean, here's a big plains biome. Oh, and a flower. Biome, flower... how are they called? You know, the flowery ones. Yes, that was the plains biome I was thinking about. There's a shipwreck. And here we have donkeys. I mean, what if we just take a donkey with us? Isn't it more Christmassy anyway than a horse? Aren't donkeys generally superior to horses? I think so. Then, let's get the sugar out. Oh dear. Okay, that has quite a good amount of hearts. I think we have to tame them all before we really can get a good idea what we're dealing with. Jesus. Okay, that's pretty reasonable. I think that one's slower. Yeah, that guy's faster. But we have 1 more to try out. He sounds, seriously. Come on. Here we go. Okay, also that one's pretty slow. That's the fast donkey, isn't it? Oh, there's another bee. Okay, that one's also not too slow. These guys confuse me. Oh no, that was our fast one, because that one's now painfully slow. Seriously? There's once again a pillager patrol. Can I just ignore them? I think I can. Let's be honest, they're all painfully slow. Is that a drowned that just died there? Okay, we definitely have to come back to the ruins here eventually. Rather pretty soon. Because there might be amazing stuff down there. Another one, let's see. Are we going to try out every donkey here around? Probably. Now while we're at it. It also is reasonable fast, isn't it? I really can't tell anymore. Then let's now finally get back home with a trusty donkey and try to get back up there. Don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm sure we'll find a way. Oh, there's a zombie in broad daylight. How lovely. Isn't that where the pillagers were? Okay, they apparently have despawned by now. That's great. I really got worried for a moment there. Okay, And we are back home. Can't you make that jump over there? Here we go. Really? Can't you just stay in your pen? Apparently we can't have hay bolts. I mean, the llama is fine. I think it just got an idea here, so let's not risk it. Put the hay in the floor. Make it super secure. These guys. Okay, we've got a donkey, we've got 2 bees nests with 1 bee in it each. At least 1 bee. We bring those back to our spruce forest farm. The donkey maybe can stay here. I think it's very fitting for the Christmas village. We have to remember the ruins, the underwater ruins. But to be honest, we didn't venture out far, so it's all pretty close to spawn. So no problem at all. That means the only remaining task for today, and probably the most important of them all, is to get the tree going. Let's quickly remove what we've already placed, because I'm not happy with that location. And let's see what would make sense. Maybe actually just to the side of it. So about here. I think could make sense. So I would say, to make life a little bit easier on us, we actually base that whole tree. Do we have to remove the snow around it? Maybe. I know we're gonna get potzel around here, but that actually could look kinda nice. Let's hope we get a... Let's hope we get a tree. Okay, that's not looking... Okay, that's actually a perfect one. Yeah, maybe it could use a few more leaves. So that's for sure. But otherwise, I think we couldn't have gotten any more lucky. Okay, awesome. Then, what just happened there? I have to watch that in the replay mod. Was the goat pushing a snow golem down? But on the other hand, there are snowballs lying... Huh. Maybe the snow golem died already at the impact, so the snowballs are up here. But then still the animation played for it getting pushed down? I don't know. Okay, the first death by goat apparently. I see. So now comes a tricky bit, which I'm not looking forward to. And that's to spruce that up. I'm sorry, I just had to. To spruce that tree up in survival mode. Without elytras or anything like that. So that's gonna be fun. Are you serious? Another patrol. Oh my. It really gets a bit silly at that point. And now for the most exciting part, decorating the tree. I'm not too sure how this will turn out, but we're gonna find out pretty soon, I suppose. I have a couple of items prepared. So let's see. I try to not be too careful about where I place things, but just try to scatter them around. Oh. Block of ice just melted. Okay, definitely can use more color, because I was a little bit afraid if I put all the blocks onto it that it might look a bit too much. But I think I don't see too much of an issue here. So let's continue, shall we? Yeah, we might just replace the ice completely by lapis. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, definitely need something on that side towards the top. It's looking a bit bare there. Gold block here and maybe a crystal block there. Maybe a redstone block there. I don't know. But I was thinking if we might add some cup, even though they are not waxed. We don't do that. Nope. I mean, we have bees now, but still, I haven't farmed any beeswax, so yeah, apparently I've messed up at the corners, so add a few more leaves. Maybe we need a bit more blue around there, because that's really lacking on that side, isn't it? I mean, it's totally okay if it's not perfectly even. If not to say that's probably even a good thing. Because it's supposed to look natural, in a way. I mean, as natural as a Christmas tree can look like. Even though it's probably a weird concept in general to have a natural looking Christmas tree. Yeah. Tree's getting a bit full by now. Maybe that's a sign that we should stop. Okay, if I stand there, then it's probably just a prime target for the goat, isn't it? Look at it, how it looks at me. You know? Just getting ready to push me off. But that's looking nice, I suppose. I do enjoy this. And just in case you were wondering, with the space beyond the bridge, I've just planted a few more trees and have officially a little forest area around here. After a long day, let's go finally to sleep, rest a little bit and see what tomorrow has to offer. I think it's gonna be a special day. Good morning, everyone. Let's head outside and see what's going on. Oh my! Where did all these chests came from? And how did you guys come over here? Hi Lilac, hi Poppy. And even the donkey is running around outside. What happened? All these snow golems. I didn't spawn them here. I think Santa Claus came. That's probably it. And with that, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I quite enjoyed the process of building up this little village. I hope you enjoyed watching these two special episodes out of the ordinary. I always enjoy to do these Christmas builds. They're just so different from the usual things you do in a Minecraft world. But don't worry, we will head back down there to our spruce forest and attend to all the matters that we still have to do there. But for now, I hope you have a few peaceful days where you can relax and spend times with your loved ones, whether you celebrate or not, and how you're spending these days. I hope you have a great time, and I will see you all again next year in the next episode and all the upcoming videos I've loosely planned in my head. There's a lot of stuff happening, not right away, but in the course of the next year. So, Merry Christmas everybody, and a Happy New Year. Thank you all so much. Take good care of yourself and your loved ones. Have a good time. And see you very soon. And until next year. Bye!